a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Oh, what a move. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They had some room to work. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 47 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Barkley. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54 Mike.
They gonna need some therapy. Hey, kill.
Check 43. Switch. I got him, man. He's mine.
All right.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 16. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Saquon Barkley running right. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down now. Barkley, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On the run, it's Barkley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another first and 10 here.
Slam, slam, slam. You draw perfect.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Value three, value three.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Mike, 180. Super one. Under 10.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Dancing to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On third down, here's Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board. Well done.
And no signal for and take it.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hold on. Check.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion.
I got you, boy. Check nickel. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run. 54, Mike. Check.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
Watch the safety creep.
Throwing on first down. Love going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on third down. Love got a man open. It's Ross. That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Back to throw. Love going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Saquon Barkley, 92 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
12 yards there and a first down. On first down, Coleman. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Murphy. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, Can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd and 9, Goff, and an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Goff now looks to throw. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll go to Barkley again. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Bears on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Love into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
6-6, pull it high.
Check it back, check it back.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up third down and 8.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Value 3, value 3.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
2 for 1.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Let's get it.
Mike 20.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike. Hey, 5.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 77 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Check 31, check 31.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Right there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Watch
the ship, watch the ship. Watch it.
On third down, Barkley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And some strong running. Still on his feet. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bears take over. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the fourth now in Carson. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman. His third touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. As his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Check Mike 54. Mike. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Boy, the run on first down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.